Hello and welcome to Divinely Guided 999. My name is Lynetta, and before I start this reading off, I ask and give thanks to the universe for guidance, protection, and assistance with this reading. Okay, so as you see in the title, there is an ancestor that is cheering for your child. This ancestor can be a mother or a grandmother. Yeah, so this ancestor is watching over your child and cheering them on. That's what I saw. So let's get into these messages and see. Look, child and teen coming on top. All right. Okay, so this ancestor that is watching over your child is because, of course, it's things that this ancestor can see that you as a parent can't because you're here in the physical world unless you just are connected with the spiritual realm like that. But your ancestors can see the hidden agendas that people have, the secrets that people withhold from your child, or the confusion that surrounds your child as well, because your intuition could be blocked, or your child's intuition can be blocked when it comes to seeing things for what it is. So because of that, this ancestor is stepping in and protecting them, not just because of that, but because of the love that this ancestor has for your child. Now this ancestor can be a fire sign. So anything that tries to cause confusion in your child's direction is being stopped. Like this ancestor isn't letting things go on for too long, because this child or this teen may not see people for who they truly are. So before anything bad can happen, or something that just isn't beneficial, it don't even go any further than what your ancestor allows. Look, with 444 coming out, and it speaks of your guardian angels and them watching over you and guiding you towards a path of clarity and decisiveness. So this ancestor is cheering on your child. Like I saw, like, you know how if someone is running a marathon and at the end, like, their support system is just waiting on them and jumping, holding their hands up, like cheering them on. That's what I saw. When it comes to the journey that your child is on, your ancestor, this mother or grandmother, is cheering your child on and is proud of your child and is right there watching over your child. Let me move these out the way. Yeah, this ancestor is only allowing for healthy individuals to be in your child's life. As I said, nothing is going to go too far because this child is protected. So even if certain things do happen, because understand things are going to happen, but it's only going to happen for a certain amount of time for so long where it's like it's not going something is not going to happen to the point to where this really affects your child. If anything, it will be for a lesson to be learned and that's it, but nothing to the point to where it just really affects your child in a negative way. Yeah, look. Ooh, 777. I lost my breath. 777. This speaks of fullness or completeness, spiritual awakening, divine intervention, and luck. And as I said, this ancestor is not going to let something happen. If anything, something is going to go on so long, but then that's when that divine intervention happens. And it's only happening in the first place, allowing something to go on or allowing certain things to happen is so that your child can get the lesson. I was talking about what I saw, and this makes sense because create the life that you want coming under 444. This is about like what I was saying, how I saw someone running and like running. Well, no, I didn't see anyone running, but it gave me that type of energy. Instead, it was like this mother or grandmother was jumping for joy, cheering on this child. And this child is being watched over and being supported by this ancestor. And this ancestor is with your child every step of the way when it comes to this individual creating the life that they want for themselves. This ancestor doesn't want your child to think small minded when it comes to creating a life that they want for themselves because they feel this ancestor feel as if though it's like that's what the system wants us to feel. The system wants us to feel small minded or that we can't achieve bigger things. But when I tell you, I saw this ancestor cheering this child on, so happy. Like this ancestor, my eyes are getting watery. This ancestor is with this child every step of the way. Now, this doesn't have to be a mother or a grandmother because wife, girlfriend, and child's mother came out. But this is a female's energy. This is a woman's energy. And as I was saying, this ancestor wants nothing but healthy connections when it comes to dealing with this child. When it comes to anyone that is trying to hold this child behind or hold this church, I said church and hold this person down when it comes to the path that they're meant to go down, even if they don't know the path that's for them right now. But this ancestor is not going to allow that. Divine intervention is going to be had. Now, I'm not sure why this card came out, but I'm going to look into that in a minute. Now, this child could be someone, and when I say child, I'm not necessarily saying like this child is or has to be 9 years old or this teenager has to be 13. Like, this is a child of yours. You're the parent. And with this stop unmotivated and house hopping coming out underneath each other, this message right here could be for someone that is older. And this ancestor wants your son or your daughter to stop being unmotivated and stop house hopping. Stand with this person, stand with that person. Because they are rooting for your son or your daughter to create the life that they want. And to stop thinking small-minded. Because thinking small-minded will get you everything of what you've been thinking. Everything that you expected you to have, which isn't much when you think small-minded. And instead to be looking for something new. And to get in that creativity space. So that they can create the life that they want. Now let me see why this is out here. This into weird sexual games with the same sex. Why is that out here? Okay. I don't even want to say this, but I gotta say what I get. Whether you know this or not about your son or your daughter. They can be into like weird sexual games with the same sex. And this ancestor isn't pleased by that. Now the reason why they're into this weird sexual games with the opposite, with the same sex, I mean, is because it's, I don't know, it's like it sparks something within them. And it could be in a weird way. Now, I'm not going to show y'all the card that came out on top. And this is the first time this card ever came out in a reading. But the weird sexual games could be like demeaning one another. You know, like calling each other out, each other's names. And it's just weird. Yeah, it's weird. But like I said, this ancestor does not approve of this at all. So any relationships or dealings that this person have with people like this is going to get cut short. But for the most part, this ancestor is rooting for your son or daughter. Yep, so that's the message for today. Thank y'all for watching. And as always, I close out this reading giving thanks to the universe for the guidance. I ask for protection over this reading. And I also give thanks for the assistance as well. Y'all have a good one, and I'll see you in the next one.